The individuals from Revenant are kind of letting this on a double-edged sword easy, trying to force the aggro. The jumping classic doesn't pan out as it's all left on a Vexy who's well dealt by Black.
And they only have 40 seconds left to do so.
Nice
Here
stun.
comes the fault line. The stuns is also working to full perfection. And Tricky's here to get that kill. Can he find two more? The execute needs to happen, and that 3 kills from Tricky will immediately confirm that. 25 seconds left, and now it's all down to Blackhawk and Paradox to put this match back on track. But no, Tricky's on his quad. Here he's still trying to give some information as best as possible. But can he get the confirmation though? Not a lot. A lot of gunfights being made, and it's still going at the hands. They are not looking good. They have to get back those rounds back. But still, there's somehow holding their ground. Flash attempt from Fox. That wouldn't work out well from his favor. But Easy still here. He's holding the ground. Spike control is at the hands of Revenant Esports. All they gotta do is just hold their ground. But it's not gonna be enough. 3v1. It's all at the hands of God Vexy.
More Easy has to play around with the minds of Revenant Esports as he dodges line of sight and perfectly times to speak with God Vexys. They find a kill each, and Easy is able to fall back. Man advantage on the side of Metal as they yet again elect to play retake, and they close in from the back lines.
Now things are not looking too good from the side of Revenant Esports. Easy is still here. He's holding his ground. So does Tricky. And look at that.
Be reasonable. Tricky. Did he spot Loki? Loki's back, recovered, and he's ready to be lethal yet again. He finds that kill on Tricky. Meanwhile, they breach through Arcade and they find themselves backstabbing through Tar. Loki still wins out this gunfight, which is immense. This is big work done by that Sage. And he's just playing around with Fox. Another kill maybe to the tally? Well, the trade's in definitely. And it's yet again the numbers game from Revenant Esports standing strong. As they know how to conduct these fights, as they know how to conduct these trades. Oh! Ooh! The way that Easy dodged that rolling thunder, dude. An absolute hero play, and Wimp there to steal it back. Revive though from Loki's might come in clutch as they're able to play the numbers here, Revenant Esports, something that they weren't able to do in the round prior. Tricky, it's a good inkling as to what's ahead of him, but the utility is what splits Revenant from the ability to make this play. I was not able to convert, and the defuse almost being stuck. It's still possible here. Tricky, he has himself the window. He has himself.
It's the good angle, but he gets caught out nonetheless. He needs to be careful. He knows exactly where Revenant Esports' players are. And I believe they will make that execute. Actually, wait a minute. They're on the defender side spawn. And they're making a quick getaway from the A side. He gets caught out of the hands from Easy. Man, this entire push might have given the chance for Revenant Esports to come back, and this opening is more than enough to put Revenant Esports in a bit of a state of a bother.
Nightrider is just having a field day as he administers this pain with Metal's own weapon. One chance for Revenant to fight back from the backlines, and Nightrider they have control because Metal, they're coming all the way from satellite to take this brawl. No, Fox, he finds a very good time to play aggressive, and that aids Metal Esports into crunching the numbers and having full control of main, which is where Revenant are spearheading their retake from.
Yeah, although even with Metal having control, you still need to be careful of Tricky. Oh boy!
And Revenant Esports, they need to be ready for this hit, which they foresee coming from a mile away. Good job from Blackhawk to finally add to the tally, but it's got Vexy who's found himself form and the double to give the numbers game over to Metal Esports. As Revenant now find himself in this retake, but both the Sentinels are well split. Nightrider on his approach from main will have a lot of angles that he needs to clear on the left-hand side. Meanwhile, Logi needs to make a move because Vexy is playing that off angle. Nightrider, it's gonna be hard. Oh, there we go. He spots the gun barrel and he finds himself that kill. No.
Since they have a lot of smokes and also the orbital strike from Batman, all it needs is just timing, and here comes that important play. Tricky is still here. He gets one, so does Batman, but Revenant, they're looking so strong on their defense. Not for long. Blackhawk goes down at the hands of Fox. 2v2. Now it's a post-plan situation. There is still a chance for them to make it happen, but no, he just gave the spike towards Fox. All right, and interesting decisions being made from Revenant Esports' end, but this will give a lot of time and the necessary attempt for Revenant to hold their ground, but it's still not enough. Godvex is still here.
Thunder
Logi goes down, and now it's Wimp on a 1v2. Oh boy,
Clear
rolling
contact.
thunder.
Yeah.
All it needs is just one single contact. Oh no,
Nice.
it gets denied. But not for long. Entirety of this post plant. But they need to figure out the way.
strike.
Here comes the orbital strike from Blackhawk. So does the rolling thunder from the attacker's end. Not a single kill has been made from either of these teams. Plant will happen, and actually Batman gets taken out in the process. Let's see, Medal Esports. They are so strong in the second half attack, and Revenant Esports need to figure out a way to put this match back on track. Paradox is here. He will find one. He gets the second. All he got to do is just remove Easy out of the equation. He will do exactly that. Quad kill for him. And now he just needs to stick the defuse. Loki's here for the support, but he gets the ace anyways. Paradox gets his fifth. And an ace to end it off. Start winning most of their rounds on defense, then things will not look too well from their hands. Paradox. Oh man, one kill already. The revival at the hands of God Vexy. Just still looking so promising from Revenant's side. Although they did lose one, Wimp is still here.
Okay.
To remove the Sage. Now it's looking an even Steven situation for Revenant Esports. All they gotta do is just remove all 4 players out from Medal Esports and ensure that the spike defuse will be at their hands. But the amount of utility that they have, that's the main reason what Revenant needs to be careful of. Blackhawk, impressive kill with the Guardian. Second kill from the Vandal to take out Easy. And now Medal Esports, they're looking very... Yeah, even with the rolling thunder being used from Medal's end, still trying to find the opening. There you go, Tricky's here. The overdrive is present, but a lot of shots. Oh no! Still survive. Not for long. Nitrate is here with the op shot. And now there's still a chance for Revenant to come back. 2v2. Guardian's been picked up.
Look at the backstab.
Yeah,
It's so
Blackhawk.
Nobody knows.
Fox doesn't know about this. Oh no! One more kill, God Vexy. He has the greatest weapon, the Guardian. All it needs is just one tap to the head. But Blackhawk, he knows exactly what's happening. He'll get one. It's a 1v1. Knight Rider goes down. What will happen next? Medal Esports, they need this win so bad. So does Blackhawk. He needs to win this. And he'll get it. Oh. Losing 2 bodies already from Medal is not a good way for them to be losing rounds like this, and even more so, Blackhawk is still here too. Crossfire being placed at the right time, and even with God Vexy taking out Logi, he's all by himself. He needs to find 3 players on the side of Revenant Esports if he has to succeed this 1v3 clutch, and this all in itself is an impossible task to do so.
30 seconds left.
Your plays from Knight Rider, who doesn't even miss his shots. You even have Paradox with the strike. Here comes the Resurrect. Gets denied immediately from Knight Rider. One more kill, but no, that will give them a chance. But it's...
Revenant Esports struggle here in this tournament. And there's no story without struggle, right? This is Medal Esports at a very crucial point, finding back. Easy find themselves the double. Knight Rider puts his top though. And this trade, it goes the way of Medal. All of a sudden, Medal find themselves in a very good position at Orb. So they find clean passage here into the site, and it's on Revenant now to execute this 5 versus 5 retake, which Medal are doing a very good job at denying that aggressive issue. Batman guarding the back lines, and he's been more than delightful so far. Fox adding into the tally, and there's all this on the hands of Logi.
It's just chaos all over at the hands of Medal Esports. They need to find in the timing. Oh, Paradox. How he just get away with that 3 kill? But Easy's still here with the recovery. 3v3 equalizer and Paradox. He's just looking good, but he's beginning to both of the angle. Oh, Shorty. Overdrive, but it's still not enough. Oh, 2v2. There's still a chance for Medal Esports to come back after Shock to see whether if he can get a kill or 2, but he needs to be careful on the A drop. This exactly only 1. They need to find 4 more, and which is in itself a very difficult task. But Godwin finds another one. Curiosity as at finest. Wimp is still here. He's holding his ground, but it's not enough. What just happened, Medal? Once they were at a disadvantage, but now they found a way on a post-plan situation, and Batman gets 1. It's Paradox.
Did they expect
the
this?
Duelist. Expect the unexpected. Is there a chance? Yes, there's one. Blind fire, concussion, walls, every single utility has been used. His location has been... They just need to find a way They don't have a lot of utilities, and even more so, they're starting to lose a lot of players because Paradox, he's just being a menace towards that spot. Logi gets taken out, which means that they have the proper information regarding two of the players' whereabouts from the A site. But is it more than enough to get the clarification on the kill? Maybe more so. Paradox is still alive. Triple kill. Vimp is also present. And it's just Fox.
Finally, the aggression through ropes, but he's yet to find any. This might boil down to a 5 vs 5 retake yet again, as Paradox finds himself in the backline, finds himself at that opening kill, although Medal now finding objective, so they have the time to play with here, Medal. And this backstab yet again from Blackhawk. Is he looking to go berserk on the second time of asking from a similar position, a similar play? He does. Finds that opening.
Yep.
And this enables Revenant to flood the gates, and they've done it brilliantly. They're on the verge of grabbing map 1 in this best of 3, and it's all on a Vexy, who finds a double! Vexy!
These are the most important, crucial rounds in Revenant Esports. They just got it back. And here comes Easy. Shoddy play. He gets one, doesn't get the second though. But this will put Revenant on a very bad mood. They just had the control. They had everything under control, and then somehow it just slips. It just slips out.
Yeah.
Nightcrawler is here. He gets 2 kills, but all in all, it's a 3v3 equalizer on a minute left. And now Revenant Esports, they've got this under the bag. They cannot afford to make any more mistakes.
Look at the maneuver. Look at Vexy's rotate. Vexy just needs to hold on here. His team is rotating through that underpass. And Revenant Esports, I think this is perfect timing for Middle to come in with that curveball. They're coming from each and every avenue, and Knight Rider continues to be a menace. Unlocks himself with the Tode Force, allows him to be more lethal with that sniper, and Tricky's not able to convert. Vexy, yet again, a quad kill? Is this what the Sage is capable of?
To be remembered with. They're not wasting any time at all, Revenant Esports. They just want to get this done and dusted. But Paradox gets it.
Yeah.
Takes out one. He just needs to remove the rest of the players at the hands of Revenant Esports. And if they
Again,
get
a
it,
play
that is
respawn?
more than enough. But Paradox looking so strong. He gets to take out God Vexy. That's the important player, but Tricky comes back yet again.
Look at the
3v2, and this time Revenant Esports.
B. Medal Esports yet again relying on individual brilliance to propel them in this first map, and Knight Rider well aware of Tricky shenanigans. Badman, position discovered, has that orbital strike, needs to play the late game. There's players grouped up together from the side of Revenant, and Wimp with that half stick might just go down the drain here. Badman, a small opening for him to fight back from, but the Molotov right ahead of him and disables him from making any place whatsoever. Blackhawk should have this angle covered to it. And in the back lines, Knight Rider, it's his job to kind of guard this, and he was a little overambitious in his ability to get that frag. Ended up standing on top of the paint shells and right in front of bullets from Tricky's end. Ooh, close aggro, and it's not worked out so far for Revenant. Wimp and Low. Wait, what? Logi finds himself the double, and Revenant still claws us back. How it started off.
You still need to understand that Revenant Esports, they're the ones who's currently looking
Oh,
strong and
easy.
easy. Oh man! 2 kills, and just like that, he can just easily get out from the teleportability. And Vimp, although he's very close, he might not be able to get the confirmation. He gets the 4th easy. He's up for the ace. One more kill to confirm his suspicions. And Blackhawk, he's the only one of Team Medal Esports. And look at that danger. Damage has been dealt around, but Fox is still managing to remove one player out of the equation. Is this more than enough?
Man, are they gonna attack this aggressive play? Paradox is well aware of it. Metal, they did try and converge on the back lines. After that kill, though, it was well reached out by Revenant Esports. Made the long rotation here, Metal, but I think the long game is what they need to envision, and I think a save is well worth it if they're able to get their hands on a couple of vandals for the round coming forth, although it's not gonna be the option they elect.
Was at removing the players from the side itself. But let's just focus on the round, because Showstopper is present, and that Showstopper will catch off easy. But a lot of gunfights been made around, but in the end it will be R&T who will succeed in this. Post plant is in, and now trouble continues to boil around Medals' footsteps. If they cannot find a way to come this back, Fox making his best share of efforts, but it's not working out too much from his end. Here comes Logi, sort of Trixie with the Showstopper, but still, there's still a chance for them to come back. It's a 1v1. Godvexy needs to win this clutch, but he's been trailblazed.
So the loss of a Sentinel, the loss of the Sage from Revenant Esports, I think it's going to hurt them a little more than a Raze who's already used both the satchels. Double peek, and they both go down the drain. Loki finds himself the opening towards that A site, and the numbers just dwindle for the side of Revenant Esports. Not only in terms of the server, you know, it's not only a 2 versus 4, but it's also bound to be 1 to 7. There needs to be more of a rebuttal from Medal. They need to be a little more vocal here in the first half. Look at this play from Knight Rider. Nice try there, Batman. Nice try. Valiant effort, but put to rest. Are they really gonna go for that paranoia play? Oh, the aggression, dude. Guy has no chill. Blackhawk really is eager to put this game to a close. Although they find that frag on a Tricky who's playing that uncomfortable position up top. Knight Rider alongside Wimp are gonna be tag teaming this A-Link aggression. The C-Link aggression, in fact. And Fox is the only one that found success through A. And barraged by enemies on his screen. There is backup, but not in the nick of time. Vexy lets go of the Nightfall as he's trying to make his way back towards the site. And that puts a momentary end to it, which allows Batman to sneak on through. There is an alarm bot around the corner, though. And a very, very well-timed peek by Easy. Stops the push. 3v3. The most even it's been. Oh, that was almost a whiff. Batman, though, finds a little bit of chance to recover and is very good to do so. That alarm bot not destroyed, so there needs to be a little more of a patient approach by Blackhawk, who uses the paranoia. Is he allowed to get the bomb? Well, he's getting the kills. That might be half the picture. Look at this lurk from Loki. 30 seconds left. He has control of the C side.
30 seconds left.
Just when you thought Medal have the round secured, there still is an opening. There still is a chance, but that would require Blackhawk to go berserk. Vexy, though, is right around the corner.
Only 10 seconds left. He needs to proceed with the spike.
10 seconds
And
left.
Vexy won't have it. Really didn't work out too well from Revenant's side, but they have to make the push nonetheless. Wall's been placed from Fox's end. The aftershock doesn't get caught off, and here comes Easy through the wall. He gets to find one and another from Showstopper from Tricky. 3 more again to take out Blackhawk, which means that it's Wimp all by his lonesome. And he gets picked out from Godvexy.
That is madness. That is pandemonium. And they still find success. It's Blackhawk who delivers. And they still have another flash to support him on the fall back. Batman looking to push the clotheslines, and they do it together here. Medal still able to make the numbers work. And the frags come to them in unison. And that wall is gonna make a whole lot of problems. As it more or less makes this a one-dimensional retake. Supposed to that boom, but no information gathered as well. Revenant is gonna be a hard ask.
Yeah, it's a tough situation for Revenant, but they'll do this anyway. Tricky finds one mid-air. And now it's all down to Logi. He needs to find 2 of the players, and unfortunately for the spike, time's ticking out. And it will be if they have to put themselves back on the lead. And Batman with the flank. This can be huge. He finds one. All he needs to do is just find the second, but I believe that's not gonna happen. It's all down to Knight Rider. Up in hand. He gets one. He gets the second.
And that's a
All he
spike
has to
down.
do is just take out Easy. Just so afraid of the spike, and Easy, he'll recover it. Post-plan situation it is, and Knight Rider will use the Phantom in hand. He has the information. All he has to do is just remove Easy out of the play, and he will do it with the wall back.
Passive stance at A. It promotes Blackhawk to play this aggressive off angle, and this is something Batman expected from a mile away. Although Knight Rider finds a crucial kill on Easy, who was a lurking demon. Paradox, paint shells, perfect divide time as well. He has the boom bot. He has the range to make sure his weapon is effective, and this might be a big play that he's on the verge of making. Oh, bam! And Fox hits the dust. Tries to go for the satchel play, but Vexy is quick on the deny. Logi, Nightfall, perfect moment. This is the choke. Medal getting taken down.
From Batman, which will block a lot of lines aside, but the push that needs to happen. Tricky's here. He gets two kills. That is huge. And even get the most important part of the weaponry. And Godvexy gets one more kill off. Only 2 players left. Loki and Knight Rider. The Bucky plays from Tricky. And the Cosmic Divide is more than enough to get the victory on this round. And Knight Rider will just play for safe. He'll just get the save for the weapon nonetheless. And Logi, he gets one. As he might be able to get it from the showstopper. Information's been given, but Blackhawk still survives, not for long. Fox is still here. So does Tricky to get the second frag out. Wimpy goes down, and now it's Revenant's turn to feel the heat.
But it's working against them here, and mind you, this round my Knight Rider has whipped out that Tote Force. Easy, doing a good job in almost cementing the fate of Revenant in a round like this. Still a chance, there's still an opportunity. But we need to see this man on his screen go absolutely berserk. See? That was a scary peek. Although Logis has that operator. He manages to keep this alive. Then enough of a chance for Revenant to close it out. Oh!
Nightfall is in. So does the Prowler, giving them useful information regarding this. And now they just need to hold their ground. Wimp, 3 kills! That's more than enough for Revenant to win this round. That's the opening that they needed. And Paradox, all he has to do is just ensure none of those chances from Metal's End would come in their favor. Now they're just back at a very bad spot. Godvexy, the man who made that 4K on map fracture. Can he be able to make a play? Not quite sure because time's running out. They only have 5 seconds.
Nobody to deny.
Just sprinting towards the seaside. He's at the right time, but he doesn't have much time. Oh, unfortunate. He doesn't for Metal. And now it's their last hope. It's all or nothing, and Revenant Esports, they don't want to give a single inch. Logi, Paradox, everyone is present on the side, and Batman. Oh boy, all by his lonesome, 3 players.
Catch off guard, and he's soon to give away sound. Knight Rider knows exactly where he's coming from. Boom! And that's the game.